Tesla worker who attempted to sue the employer, describing it as a hotbed of racist behavior. 392. As of December 2021, 3% of leadership at the company are African American. 393. A former black worker described the work environment at Tesla's Buffalo plant as a very racist place. 394. Tesla and SpaceX's treatment of Juneteenth in 2020 also came under fire. 395. Approximately 100 former employees have submitted signed statements alleging that Tesla discriminates specifically against African Americans and allows a racist environment in its factories. 396. According to the state's Department of Fair Employment and Housing, the Fremont factory is a racially segregated place where black employees claim they are given the most menial, 397, and physically demanding work. 398. The accusations of racism culminated in February 2022 with the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing suing Tesla for discriminating against its black workers. 399. In July 2021, former employee Melvin Berry received $1 million in his discrimination case in arbitration against Tesla after he claimed he was referred to by the N-word and forced to work longer hours at the Fremont plant. 400. In October 2021, a jury verdict in the Owen Diaz vs. Tesla trial awarded the plaintiff $137 million in damages after he had faced racial harassment at Tesla's Fremont facility during 2015-2016. 401. 402. In a blog, Tesla stressed that Diaz was never really a Tesla worker, and that most utterings of the N-word were expressed in a friendly manner. 403. 404. In April 2022, federal judge William Orrick upheld the jury finding of Tesla's liability but reduced the total damage down to $15 million. 405. Diaz was given a 2-week deadline to decide if he would collect the damages. In June 2022, Diaz announced that he would be rejecting the $15 million award, opening the door for a new trial. 406. In April 2023, Diaz was awarded $3.2 million in the new trial. 407. Few of these cases against Tesla ever make it to trial, as most employees are made to sign arbitration agreements. 408. Employees are afterwards required to resolve such disputes out of court, and behind closed doors. COVID-19 pandemic. Tesla's initial response to the COVID-19 pandemic in the United States has been the subject of considerable criticism. Musk had sought to exempt the Tesla Fremont factory in Alameda County, California from the government's stay-at-home orders. In an earnings call in April, he was heard calling the public health orders fascist. 409. He had also called the public's response to the pandemic dumb and had said online that there would be 0 cases by April. 410. In May 2020, while Alameda County officials were negotiating with the company to reopen the Fremont factory on the 18th, Musk defied local government orders by restarting production on the 11th. 411. 412. 78. Tesla also sued Alameda County, questioning the legality of the orders, but backed down after the Fremont factory was given approval to reopen. 413. 414. In June 2020, Tesla published a detailed plan for bringing employees back to work and keeping them safe. 415. However, some employees still expressed concern for their health. 416. In May 2020, Musk told workers that they could stay home if they felt uncomfortable coming back to work. 417. But in June Tesla fired an employee who criticized the company for taking inadequate safety measures to protect workers from the coronavirus at the Fremont factory. 418. Three more employees at Tesla's Fremont factory claimed they were fired for staying home out of fear of catching COVID-19. This was subsequently denied by Tesla, which even stated that the employees were still on the payroll. 419. COVID-19 cases at the factory grew from 10 in May 2020 to 125 in December 2020, with about 450 total cases in that time period out of the approximately 10,000 workers at the plant, 4.5%. 409. 420. In China, Tesla had what one executive described as not a green light from the government to get back to work but a flashing sirens police escort. 421. Tesla enjoyed special treatment and strong government support in China, including tax breaks, cheap financing, and assistance in building its Jiaga Shanghai factory at breakneck speeds. 421. Musk has praised China's way of doing things, a controversial stance due to deteriorating U.S.-Chinese relations, China's ongoing persecution of Uyghurs, and alleged human rights abuses in Hong Kong. 421. Criticism. Data privacy. Tesla was only the second product ever reviewed by Mozilla Foundation which ticked all of their privacy concerns. 422. 423. A Tesla owner filed a lawsuit in 2023 following a Reuters report that Tesla employees shared highly invasive videos and images recorded by customers' car cameras with one another. 424. Short sellers. Slack is a collective of Tesla critics and short sellers who aim to shape the perception of Tesla and move its stick. 425. In January 2020, 20% of Tesla stock was shorted, the highest at that time of any stock in the U.S. equity markets. 426. By early 2021, according to CNN, short sellers had lost $40 billion during 2020 as the stock price climbed much higher. 427. Michael Burry, a short seller portrayed in The Big Short, had shorted Tesla previously via his firm Scion Asset Management, but removed his position in October 2021. 428. Tesla's mission. According to automotive journalist Jamie Kitman, when multiple CEOs of major automotive manufacturers approached Tesla for EV technology that Musk had claimed the company was willing to share, they instead were offered the opportunity to buy regulatory credits from Tesla. This suggested, according to Kitman, that the company may not be as eager for the electric revolution to occur as it claims. 429. Jiaga New York audit. In 2020, the New York State Controller released an audit of the Jiaga New York factory project, concluding that it presented many red flags, including lack of basic due diligence and that the factory itself produced only 54 cents in economic benefits for every $1 spent by the state. 430. 431. 432. Delays. Musk has been criticized for repeated pushing out both production and release dates of products. 433. 434. By one count in 2016, Musk had missed 20 projections. 435. In October 2017, Musk predicted that Model 3 production would be 5,000 units per week by December. 436. A month later, he revised that target to sometime in March 2018. 437. Delivery dates for the Model 3 were delayed as well. 438. Other projects like converting supercharger stations to be solar-powered have also lagged projections. 439. Musk responded in late 2018. Punctuality is not my strong suit. I never made a mass-produced car. How am I supposed to know with precision when it's gonna get done? 440. Vehicle product issues. Recalls. On the 20th of April, 2017, Tesla issued a worldwide recall of 53,000-70% of the 76,000 vehicles it sold in 2016 due to faulty parking brakes which could become stuck and prevent the vehicles from moving. 441. 442. On the 29th of March, 2018, Tesla issued a worldwide recall of 123,000 Model S cars built before April 2016 due to corrosion-susceptible power steering bolts which could fail and require the driver to use increased force to control the vehicle. 443. In October 2020, Tesla initiated a recall of nearly 50,000 Model X and Y vehicles throughout China for suspension issues. 444. Soon after, in November, Denso announced it had opened its own investigation into 115,000 Tesla cars regarding front suspension safety issues, citing specifically 2015, 2017 Model S and 2016, 2017 Model X years. Cases of humpy wheel phenomenon, which also included Model X and the occasional Model 3 cars, have been documented through 2020. 445, 446. In February 2021, Tesla was required by Denso to recall 135,000 Model S and Model X vehicles built from 2012 to 2018 due to using a flash memory device that was rated to last only 5 to 6 years. 447. The problem was related to touchscreen failures that could possibly affect the rear-view camera, safety systems, autopilot and other features. 448, 449. The underlying technical reason is that the car writes a large amount of syslog content to the device, wearing it out prematurely. 450. Also in February 2021, the German Federal Motor Transport Authority, KBA, ordered Tesla to recall 12,300 Model X cars because of body moldings problems. 451, 452. In June 2021, Tesla recalled 5,974 electric vehicles due to worries that brake caliper bolts might become loose, which could lead to loss of tire pressure, potentially increasing the chance of a crash. 453. On the 30th of December 2021, Tesla announced that they are recalling more than 475,000 US model vehicles. This included 356,309 Model 3 Tesla vehicles from 2017 to 2020 due to rear-view camera issues and a further 119,009 Tesla Model S vehicles due to potential problems with the trunk or boot. The Model S recall includes vehicles manufactured between 2014 and 2021. Around 1% of recalled Model 3s may have a defective rear-view camera, and around 14% of recalled Model S may have the defect. The recall was not linked to a contemporaneous issue regarding the passenger play feature, which allowed games to be played on the touchscreen while the car is in motion. 454. After an investigation was launched by the NHTSA covering 585,000 vehicles, Tesla agreed to make changes where the feature would be locked and unusable while the car is moving. 455. In September 2022, Tesla announced that they are recalling almost 1.1 million US model vehicles because the automatic window reversal system might not react correctly after detecting an obstruction, increasing the risk of injury. 456. 457. In response, Tesla announced an over-the-air software fix. 457. In February 2023, Tesla recalled its FSD software following a recommendation from NHTSA. The recall applied to approximately 360,000 cars. 458. NHTSA found that FSD caused unreasonable risk when used on city streets. 459.